In the earliest days of creation, when the earth was still raw and untamed, God breathed life into a hidden creature. This creature was unlike the birds of the air or the beasts of the field. Its form was vast, its presence terrifying, and its destiny unlike any other god named it Behemoth, a living monument to his power. The heavens trembled when Behemoth first roared, for its voice shook the waters and split the silence. With bones like bronze and sinews like iron, Behemoth was strength made flesh. Its tail swayed like a cedar tree, and its body towered like a living mountain. God placed Behemoth beside rivers and marshes, where waters nourished its colossal frame. Its strength flowed from the waters, and no drought could wither its might. The earth itself seemed too small to contain the fullness of its power. Behemoth ate grass like an ox, yet no ox could rival its hunger. Fields vanished beneath its mouth, and forests bent under its step. Men tried to measure it, but no rope, no scale, no wisdom could capture its size. When it moved, the ground thundered as if 1,000 chariots rode by. Even lions fled from its path, for Behemoth feared nothing. Serpents coiled in fear, slithering away from its shadow. No spear pierced its hide, for its skin was like stone layered upon stone. Arrows fell like rain upon it, but Behemoth did not even blink. Men whispered, "This is not beast but fortress." Its very breath was thunder, and its sigh bent the reeds. Behemoth was hidden from the eyes of kings, yet known among the humble. Many thought it was a myth, a tale told to frighten children. Yet hunters who ventured into its marshland never returned. Its path was not of destruction, yet men trembled at its silence. Priests whispered that Behemoth was a sign, a hidden mystery of God's design. For who could tame such a creature, if not the Creator himself? The waters obeyed its movements, parting when it entered the river. Even the mountains seemed to bow when it lay upon the land. Storms raged above, but Behemoth stood unmoved beneath the lightning. Truly, it was not a beast of flesh alone, but a mystery bound in strength. Behemoth was not made for destruction, but for wonder. It stood as a silent guardian of rivers and valleys, untouched by time. The marshes became its dwelling, the reeds its covering. Where it rested, the earth grew green and fertile. Even the waters seemed clearer when it drank from them. God clothed it with strength as a garment. Its muscles rippled like rolling hills under its skin. When it moved, it seemed like a living mountain walking. No man could look upon it closely without trembling. To see Behemoth was to glimpse the mystery of God's power, yet men, in their pride, desired to conquer it. They gathered armies, chariots, and mighty hunters. With ropes and chains, they plotted to bind it. They lit fires at night, hoping to drive it from its marsh. But Behemoth did not fear fire, nor chain, nor blade. When they approached, it rose, and the earth quaked beneath its weight. With a single swing of its tail, the cedar-like strike shattered trees and shields alike. Horses reared and fled. Chariots overturned in terror. The hunters dropped their chains and fled into the darkness. And the marsh grew silent again, save for the breath of Behemoth. Word spread quickly that no weapon forged by man could harm it. Some said it was a beast, others said it was a spirit. But the wise declared, "This is the handiwork of the Almighty." They remembered the words of Job, who described its power and untamed strength. For only God could bring forth such a creature. The rivers and marshes were its home, and none could move it. The mountains yielded herbs for its food. Even the tallest trees bent before its hunger. And still, it harmed no man unless provoked. It was not a destroyer, but a silent witness of God's strength. But there was a prophecy that one day Behemoth would rise with Leviathan. Together they would shake the earth and sea in the last days. Nations would tremble, and kings would bow down in terror. Yet even then, Behemoth would not defy its maker. For only the Creator could lay his hand upon it. It was said Behemoth's roar would herald the day of judgment. Its footsteps would awaken valleys, and mountains would crumble. Yet in that day, Behemoth would stand as a witness, not an enemy. For it was bound to God's command and none other. The world would remember that Behemoth was never man's to co. In time, the marsh grew quiet, and stories became legends. Children doubted, asking, "Was such a beast ever real?" Yet the elders whispered, "It still lives, hidden by God." for no one could prove its death, nor find its remains. Some said it slumbered beneath the rivers. Others believed it moved to lands unknown. But all agreed that only God knew its dwelling place. To this day, Behemoth remains a mystery. A reminder carved in creation of strength untamed by man, the Behemoth teaches that not all power is for man to rule. Some wonders are meant to humble kings and kingdoms. Its silence teaches patience. Its strength teaches fear of the Lord. No arrogance of man can stand against God's creation. For if man cannot master Behemoth, how can he master the Creator? Job once asked of Leviathan and Behemoth, and God replied, "They are mine." Their power is but a fragment of his. Their mystery is a lesson for the proud. And their story remains a secret of divine wisdom. Behemoth is the silence of God's power revealed in flesh. One day, the hidden will be revealed. Behemoth will rise with the command of the Almighty. It will stand as a witness in the final judgment. Its roar will shake the heavens and awaken nations. Its strength will testify that God alone rules creation. The rivers will part before it, and mountains will bow. Yet it will not destroy, but only stand as God's living testimony. And when its task is done, it will return to silence. For Behemoth is not an enemy, but a witness of God's greatness. Please do well to like and subscribe.